All right, Beau Chavez, Drillstack, and Beau Chavez Performance. We're going to get into what I call the Lumbopelvic hip complex, specifically the lateral and the medial side. Okay, what we do know is that the stronger you are, or the more stable you are from a lateral position, okay, and a medial position, the stronger you are, all right, in the frontal plane, meaning triple flexion, triple extension. All right, if you have a deficiency on the lateral, the medial side, that tension that those muscles cause, all right, is going to dictate how you get into this position and this position, what we call the power position or triple extension. The big thing that I see a lot, and it goes back to that one-legged stance, is if kids are dropping their knee or they're rolling out, it indicates right away to me that they have some kind of instability at the hip. And we do know, and the coaches, I understand, the 40 time is a big deal. The NFL Combine is huge. It's making millions of dollars because of 40 times and that coveted speed. But what we do know, and there was a study just recently done down in Miami, Florida with a company called Fastwitch. They studied it based on a new company called Ethos and biomarkers on the body and what muscles were working and what muscles weren't working, is what they found across the board with 8 of their NFL Combine players. Those who had the higher 40 times, the highest verticals, were the ones who were the most balanced and the ones who used their glutes and their hamstrings the most. Okay, so what we do know when it says balance is if you are off balance, all right, that indicates that one thing that I know of is that lumbopelvic hip complex is off somehow, meaning your deficiency on the lateral, the right side, deficient on the lateral, the left side, or vice versa, whatever that may be. So one way that you have to understand is before you get into the weight room or you start dosing them with sled pulls, sled pushes, banded this, banded that, power clean this, squat this, is break it down and make them more stable of an athlete from a lateral standpoint and medial standpoint. It's simple. One way that we always do it, okay, is get them into a band position, okay? Have them squat into a position and get in the squat. What you have to look for is make sure that there's no, okay, valgus collapse. All right, they have to stay strong. And when they move lateral, they step and gather, step and gather. Come to the other side, step and gather. No collapsing of the knee. You have to get this muscle into a position, okay, which allows them to get into this position. All right, once again, strengthen the lateral and the medial stabilizers. There's 1,000 ways to do it. We'll go over it as we go along with Drillstack and with Beau Chavez Performance. But you have to remember, if you want forward locomotion and the hands forward locomotion, you have to do one thing, and you have to keep athletes stable at that lumbopelvic hip complex, especially from a lateral and a medial standpoint.